Hello guys, welcome back. This is Grim Reaper. Today we've got another video, just going over the Faction War series, and today we've got Sacred Order. Before we play the clip, which is at 2x speed because it's a bit of a long video, I'm just going to go over the build, masteries, and the sets, and then once we start the run, I will go over the boss mechanics and what I feel who was vital for my faction wars in this stage. So first call, I would like to give a shout out to my MPV for this faction, and this might come as a bit of a surprise for you guys, but it was actually Rain Beast. I used Vayne and I didn't put her in lifesteal, as you'll see in a minute, and I kind of feel that, you know, what he brings in his kit is quite good. I think it was his A1 really that really helped me get over the line. These continuous heals and his passive as well played a big part. We didn't actually need the revive from Rain Beast. It was mainly these two here. So yeah, like if you've got Rain Beast, please use him because he was great. Now his comp, I only got one legendary in this faction, so it's really not a strong faction for me. I did do it first time, but you know the gear is half decent. So we've got Norg, who's the only legendary. He's not booked, so we was missing books on him. As you can see, the stats are not great, but they're okay. You know, he's got the accuracy needs. He could do a little bit more speed. Now I put him in a stun set because I just feel that we needed a bit more CC. As you can see, not booked at all. He does have masteries though, and we went with House Master and then Defense Tree because of his A1. It just gives me a bit more for the waves. The waves are not fairly hard, they just are annoying. So as long as you take CC, then you should be great. I took Basho as well. Basho's great for this faction, probably one of the best epics in this faction. His A1's okay, it's bugged though. It's all about his A2 really on the 3-turn cooldown. And then his A3 is quite good as well. He does have a aura as well that you could use for the faction wars. These are his masteries. Gone with Evil Eye just for a bit of turn meter, bit of extra accuracy, and then just some damage dealing bits and bobs. And again, he's in stun set. So you know we're running two champions in this faction in stun sets for the extra CC. Alright attack, nothing good. Okay, critical damage, good accuracy. He's a bit slow. Rain Beast, this is my personal pick of an MVP for me because how it worked. Again, his stats are alright, there's nothing special here. I just wanted a lot of speed really, and I wanted the Relentless set just to try and get the extra A1s, because I do have Evil Eye on him as well. He's booked here, not fully, but we have got books here, and we do have books on that shield. I think it's really important to try and book his passive and maybe get one or two off here, but I would really consider getting him in Relentless. Now again, I went with Evil Eye and a shield. You know, these might not be the best mastery, so you know, pick what you feel is best for yourself. I feel that masteries is just everyone else's opinion really, but that's what I kind of went with. Again, there's his stats. I will post a screenshot of all the builds and stuff on the end of the video. Just a bit of feedback from a few people, which you know I'm really grateful for. This is Vayne's stats. You know, Vayne doesn't actually die. You would probably consider about that, you know, the HP and defense, but you'll see in the clip that Rain Beast and Skill Skull just do a great job between them two with healing and keeping the champions alive. Good accuracy, critical damage. I would say put him in lifesteal if you have a good set. This was just gear that I had left lying around, so I just kind of used it and it worked, so I've not changed the gear since then. And then just clan boss here. You could again go down support tree for the Eveline, the extra accuracy. And then Steel Skull. Again, just clan boss Masteries. He is fully booked. I think if you do have a Steel Skull, make sure you take him. He's like, again, really important in this faction. I say between Rain Beast, Steel Skull, and Basha, they're the three that you really want. Lifesteal, I don't think you need him in lifesteal because he has good stats overall, normally. But like this was the gear I had on him from when I used to hit like easy and stuff like that in the past, and I'm not really changed his gear. It worked, and I didn't need to change his gear for the build for the team, And I think if it works, then it works, right? The stats I would probably put him in if I had a chance is probably Immortal. I think he would be really good in Immortal, or I suppose you could try Relentless as well, just to get that A2 to come back round, because that A2 is really important, especially with Fane, and that A3 as well. Yeah, I think that's about it with that. Let's get into the boss mechanics and see actually a clip of me clearing the boss. So guys, we're just going to go over the boss mechanics and ads mechanics. So the ads on the right hand side just places the leech for the 2 turns, and then the ad on the left will apply provokes for 2 turns. This is on all enemies. Be careful with the left ad. You really want to keep him CC'd. You want to kill him pretty much straight away, because you really don't want your team to get provoked. Now, the purple boss can be probably like one of the hardest bosses in the game, so it's definitely not an easy faction to clear from the boss's point of view. So the boss mechanics itself is on his A3 he will do a 12 turn HP swap once he drops below 25% with the highest HP champion that's available on your team, which is not great. You're on a damage clock really, so you have to kill him within the 12 turns or he's going to do it again. And yeah, so you need damage in your comp as well as survivability. So definitely do recommend taking like War Master and stuff like that. And then on his A2, which just to make things even better, on a 3 turn cooldown, he will attack all your all your champions. He will do like a swap of his debuffs that he has on him with a random champion that you have with your debuffs. So like if you have a shield and a heal, he will take that and then give you the defense down and attack down, for example. And then he will also spread that like Vizier. I think that's the best way of explaining that. So you really got to be careful. So what I tend to try to do with this video is, once it's on a 2 turn cooldown, I try not to put any debuffs, and that's why I have Fane running so fast. So I'm able to get an attack down first, and then the defense down and weaken. I do feel that attack down does help because his A1 as well also attacks all enemies with a 25% chance of placing fear for 1 turn. Now I believe that both of these can be resisted, so you could run high resist, and if you wanted to run high resist, then you can try between 275 to 300 resist, which is normally quite good. I don't run the resist personally myself because I do have that Steel Skull. If you have 2 Steel Skulls and you're a bit tight on this faction, then I definitely do recommend taking 2, and try and get them in relentless sets just so you can get that A2s to come around a bit more. And I think that's going to cover the bosses really. Let's have a look into the fight. So as you can see, I dealt with the waves quite comfortable. I wasn't really worried, so that was great. But again, I will make this note, please take your time on the boss, please don't make that mistakes, read what the boss does, just remind yourself, especially if you're not sure. Make sure you do a little bit of research before you try to take this boss on to refresh your memory. Yeah, and you can see how I will do this then. So as you can see, I'm trying to work out when to put debuffs on and when not to put debuffs on. So I try not to put any debuffs on that on the boss after when he's got the 2 turns, because he will spread out onto my team, and that could be quite costly and probably could cost you the run if you make that mistake. So just be careful of that. So as you see, you got the debuffs across all the champions. Not looking great. A little bit annoying, but we carry on. We're still okay. I do get better with the setups on the champions as the run progresses, which helps me clear this faction. So I think if you're running Vayne, really, ideally I would suggest try get her to 240 speed, just so she can try get her A2 and then an A3 off before that boss gets that his A2 on a 2-turn cooldown left. I kind of feel that in the video I did it a few times, and that definitely helped me kill the boss a lot faster. So as you can see, we're still in the fight, we're still looking quite comfortably. We're just about to kill the second ad off, and then it's just focusing on the boss. Trying to be careful of that A2, try to get them to use that A3 as soon as possible, making sure that we got some healing available for the champion that he does the HP swap, so we don't die. It might be a good idea to try and keep that ad alive on the right hand side a bit longer than I do, just in case you do lose someone like Vayne or something, and then you can try bring her back with Rain Beast. So there we are, he's just done a HP swap. I do manage to heal Basher up quite quickly, and then it's just a case of killing him quick as possible before he gets that A3 back off on the 12-turn cooldown. I will include the builds of the screenshots on the end of this video, just so you can pause it, have a look at the stats and the masteries. I do recommend probably changing a couple of the masteries because they're not the best. They worked, so I didn't want to waste gems to reset it, or didn't want to waste a free reset just in case I might need that champions later on down the line or anything like that. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys would like me to do a second video part 2, drop in Norg and using like a second steel skull or something like that at level 50, please comment below. I really hope you do enjoy my content, so please comment, like, and give me the thumbs up, subscribe and hit that notification bell, so when I release more videos on Faction Wars that you guys get the first information out there. Remember as well, I'm also available on Twitch 4 days a week. Please go and look at my Twitter, there will be information when I'm streaming. If you guys need help on Faction Wars, please drop in that Twitch and I'll be more than happy to assist you and try and help you get a little bit closer to Lydia. We can have a look at your accounts, look at your builds, and I'll even give it a test run at the 21 boss, or give you some tips on what champions to use and what champions not, and what's the best method for you and what sets to look for. So please feel free to pause the video, take screenshots if any of this information helps you. Again, please comment, like, subscribe if you enjoy this video, so I'm able to keep on making content for you guys and supporting the community. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.